Hi, welcome back to Jen's Jungle, and this is part 5 of my complete Degu care series, Degu accessories. So in this video I'll be going over some of the key accessories needed to keep your Degus happy and healthy. There are a lot of accessories available, not always Degu specific, often for either hamsters or guinea pigs or the like. Degus are very intelligent and active little creatures, and as such they need a range of items to keep their lives enriched and to keep them happy and stimulated. In this video I'll cover some of the few essentials. Please feel free to add a comment below regarding any key accessories you have for your Degus. For now, let's go over the basics. So one of the first things that is essential for Degus is hides. Degus are prey animals, and as such they need to be able to feel safe and secure. So the best way to keep your Degu feeling safe and secure is providing a variety of hides. Now hides can be wooden houses, they can be ceramic hides, they can be cardboard boxes even. The main ones I use are wooden houses. These are available from a lot of pet stores. And I also use some reptile ceramic hides. This just offers them a variety of places to hide out, but really essential to offer a few hides. It's also great to offer them a few sizes. So in my enclosure I have some smaller hides, which is great for just 1 or 2 Degus, but I also have some larger hides where a number of them can hide out at the same time. Degus also appreciate beds and hammocks. So small animal beds are great as it provides them a nice comfy place to sleep. Some will be quite happily sleeping out in the open on certain beds, and you can also get covered beds. These double up as a hide and a bed, so they are perfect for your little friends. Hammocks are great. You can see in my cage I have a few hammocks. Again, this provides somewhere for them to hide as it is between the top of the cage and the hammock. It's a nice secure area for them. It's also nice and comfy. It also gives them great climbing opportunities. Hammocks and beds are available in a lot of pet shops. You can get them online. You can get handmade ones on sites such as Etsy and on Facebook sites. You can also make them yourself. Tunnels are a great addition to your Degu's cage. They provide a great hide. So as I said, Degus are prey animals. They like to be able to feel secure. So tunnels give them that opportunity. They also add great enrichment. You can get ceramic tunnels, wooden tunnels, cork tunnels. You can even just use cardboard tubes, but tunnels are a really great addition. You can also make them into forage and enrichment toys by stuffing them with things like hay. But I recommend having various tunnels. If you're using plastic tunnels, just be careful that your Degus don't chew on them. Next up, branches and cork. So branches and cork are great to add a naturalistic element to your Degu's cage. They are great because they can be used for climbing. They can also help make the cage more accessible for older Degus. That can also be used for chewing on for their teeth. Branches and cork are really great to add into your cage. You can get animal safe branches at some reptile stores, although these can be a little expensive. Alternatively, you can get safe woods from outside, such as apple and hazel. You can sterilise these by either soaking or baking them, and then they're absolutely fine to add to your Degu's cage. With apple wood you can also leave some leaves on, and this can be really great enrichment for your Degu. Next up, platforms. So platforms are great for Degus as they give them more space. They also give them climbing opportunities, and once again they can help with the accessibility of the cage for older Degus. You can get little platforms quite easily in some pet stores. You can get wooden ones. You can also get lava ledges, which are great as these can also be chewed on, which are great for their teeth. Alternatively, you can get metal ones online. The benefit of these is they're not chewed as the wooden ones are, so will last longer. But both wooden and metal are great for your Degus. You can also add ropes to your Degus cages. So thick ropes made from sort of cotton or sisal can be great for Degus to climb on. They can practice their balancing skills, and these are really great stimulation for your Degus. Just be careful you're not using any treated rope or coloured rope, as these can be dangerous for your small animals if chewed on. So one of the most crucial accessories are wheels. Degus are very active, and a great way for them to use up this energy is by providing them with a wheel. They've been found to run on average 4.5 kilometres a day on a wheel, so it's really great to include this. The bare minimum for Degus is 12 inches. This is to allow them to run flat. If they're curving whilst they run, this can cause spinal issues for them and long-term mobility issues. However, bigger is always better. If you've got a large group, you can get really large wheels and you can have multiple running on them at once. It is super cute. Wheels can be metal, plastic or wooden. I would recommend metal if possible. I myself have got Tic Tac wheels. However, these do tend to be expensive and harder to get hold of. You can get plastic wheels from a lot of pet shops. Fortunately, these aren't always of the right size and they shouldn't be chewed on, so if you do go for plastic, do just monitor for any signs of chewing. You can also get wooden wheels. These are completely safe for Degus, however, they aren't likely to last long. So although it is a big initial investment, I would recommend getting a metal one if you can, as long term you will save money, because plastic and wooden ones will just get chewed through very quickly. The wheels you need to avoid are mesh style wheels and wire wheels. These are really bad for your Degus feet and can cause infection and bumblefoot. Also avoid any with sort of crossbars. So these crossbars are really dangerous as the Degus can get trapped in them, and small animals have been killed on these style of wheels. You can also get flying saucer style wheels, like so. And these are great. You don't tend to be able to get metal ones of these. They tend to either be wooden or plastic. So I tend to just use mine in my Degus playpen, as it gives them a different sort of wheel to play on. But these are great. Again, just make sure it's a big enough size that they're not going to bend on it. The next thing that might not be in your cage all the time, but it's important to have, is sand baths. So Degus clean themselves with sand. They can't get wet, they're like little gremlins. They can naturally clean themselves with sand, so it's important to either give them a sand bath all the time or offer them a sand bath regularly a few times a week. I normally give mine in their playpen, as they come out several times a week and every day if I can do it. You can use a variety of stuff for sand baths. You can get specific sand baths for small animals. You can also just use large dishes or boxes. Anything like that is absolutely fine. The sand itself, you can either get a specific small animal sand. Do try and avoid dusting powder, as this is bad for them. Alternatively, you can buy children's play sand and sterilise it in your oven. You can also use some reptile sands, but avoid any with added calcium, as this is bad if it is digested by them. Now, some other great items are toys. Degus are intelligent, interactive and energetic, so offering them toys will help stimulate them and enrich their lives. So some toys you can use are forage mats. These are just mats with tufts of fleece, and you can scatter herbs and similar stuff in for them to dig out. This is a really great way of feeding them, as it offers them enrichment and makes them work a bit for their feed. You can also get several forms of treat toys. These often do tend to be plastic, so be careful they're not chewing it too much. But again, this can be a great way to make them work for their treats. As in the wild, their food's not just ready provided in a bowl for them, so it's a great way to make them work for it and give them a bit of enrichment and stimulation. As I said earlier, you can also use tubes and tunnels and stuff them with hay and forage to make them dig it out. You can use a dig box as well. So a dig box can simply be a tank or a large container or a cardboard box, and you can fill it with substrate, or you can fill it with hay and treats, whatever you like, and they can dig about in it. Degus do burrow in the wild, so this is a great burrowing opportunity for them and let them dig out all those tasty treats. A very common small animal product are coconut shells. So coconut shells are great because although they're not quite big enough for Degus to use as hides, you can stuff them full of sort of paper, hay, forage, anything like that, and they can use them to dig out of. They can make really great enrichment. Another item your Degu will really benefit from are chews. So Degu's teeth are constantly growing and they are prone to dental issues. So one way to help avoid this is by offering them lots of different chews. You can buy lots of animal safe chews in pet stores. Just be careful not to get the ones which are like honey and sawdust mixed together. These are really bad. But any sort of plain wooden ones are great. You can get ones with sisal or corn. Just be careful what you're buying, but there are lots available, or there are some really great sites online you can get them from. Now this isn't a comprehensive list. There are loads of different toys and accessories available, and giving your Degu a variety of objects within the cage will help keep them active, will help them be healthy, and will really give them the best quality of life. Please leave me a comment below on your favourite accessories and subscribe for more Degu content. Next time we'll be looking at Degu taming and how to become friends with your Degu. So please hit that subscribe and notification bell to stay up to date with me, all my goos and the rest of the jungle gang. But for now it's bye from me and bye from all my goos. Bye!